life. I'm gonna give them up. They've been hanging up my heart. If I were you, I'd try to understand, see my point of view. If I were you, I'd never be the one who treats me like you do. If I were you.
Bit of harmony too.
And I've always kind of thought of, especially in duets, to me the harmony is just another melody. You know, I don't, I'm not, and it also in duets, you don't have to be so careful about the notes. In a trio, obviously, it's more about the parts, the tenor and the baritone and the lead. But I was never learned in that way. When I do bluegrass harmonies or trio harmonies, I have to be a little more discriminating and careful.
Can you explain what the difference is between a bluegrass harmony?
Well, I say bluegrass because that's traditionally are three parts. You know, whenever you come to a chorus, you know, you're going to hear the lead and the baritone and the tenor. That's a real basic part of bluegrass music. Where in country music, I mean, one of the beautiful things about the old country music that we love is the duet singing, whether it's the Louvin brothers, you know, with the two siblings, the male voices, or the traditional male-female singing, which has just been going on for so long, you know, as I mentioned, George and Tammy. But before that, he sang with Melba Montgomery, and those are some great duets. So, and Dolly and Porter.
And even if you go back and listen to your Jimmy Reed records, you know, off the mic, you hear Jimmy Reed's wife, and I don't know her name, I'm sad to say, but you can hear her singing those harmony parts with him on Big Boss Man.
Right. You know, it's something irresistible. I mean, even if you can't sing, I bet a lot of your listeners, they jump in when they're listening on the radio, you know, and probably harmonize.
Well, that's true. And we tried to harmonise, the rest of us. We're sitting in the car, glad that no one else can hear the fact that we're missing every single note.
But it's joyful, isn't
gay
it?
abandon, that's right.
See, it's joyful, and I do think that Rodney and I tend to sing with a bit of abandon in a lot of the songs, so that they require that, like Invitation to the Blues.
I was going to ask you this just because it was a question I was asked by one of our listeners earlier, because we did the homework section, and Chris McClellan will get a proper answer. We've got an answer, I think, coming up in about 10-15 minutes, but he wanted to know what traditional arranged by means, and who says it's traditional, and how old does it have to be? You guys must have sung traditional songs all your life. So if you see a song and it says trad, what does that mean? What do you think that means? We can't
at
find
some
the
point
right.
it becomes public domain, and I can't remember how many years. It's like it may have been a copyright owned by a songwriter, and maybe it was renewed after 56 years, and then a certain amount of time after that it becomes public domain, in which case I or Emmy or you could make a recording of...
It means we get the money for it.
Yeah, it just says traditional arrangement, and means we get paid.
I like
royalty goes.
I like the way Rodney go. You, Rodney Crowell, Emmylou Harris, me, Simon Mayer. I don't think so. If I made it, I don't think it would sell too well.
Well, it's public domain. You're
It's
certainly
public domain.
entitled.
Do we get to see you singing and performing together very soon? Because it's one thing to release a record together. Now we want to hear it played live.
Absolutely.
Well, we will, as soon as somebody puts it together, we'll be over here as quick as we can. I mean, they're talking about early summer. I always love to come over here and tour, so I really hope that we will come over here, and I think that it will probably happen. I don't have specific dates right now.
Well, as soon as it does, we will tell everybody. Emmylou Harris, Rodney Crowell, we really appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much. Do you just tell us, Rodney, about Invitation to the Blues?
Roger Miller's song with that high arcing melody that lends itself so beautifully to two voices, specifically mine and Emmy.
Yes, and that reedy thing that you
that
have.
reedy thing.
couldn't sleep last night, just walked the floor. Don't know how I'll stand this anymore. Lonely all the time since I lost you. I received your invitation to the blue. I don't know why you cause me such pain. I just hope I'll never